Hey, good morning, Ted. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing great. Glad you're back. I know we've got some visuals to go after here as well. But before we get to that, my man, give me a quick brief overview for the folks that may not be familiar at home. What is it that your company does?
IZEA is a MarTech company that is focused on the influencer marketing space. We have both software and services that we provide companies, primarily focused on Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 brands. But we also have a software offering that is catering to smaller business as well.
You know, we've kind of learned about this term in the past couple of years of it being a creator economy. We've seen it really rapidly, getting more important. You're the pioneer of the influencer economy, right? What has changed in the major trends in the last few years, but also how has it changed since you started in this space?
Oh my gosh. So we have to go way back. If we're talking about when I started, that's back to 2006. In the beginning, it was all about mommy bloggers. Honestly, mommy bloggers are really the pioneers of the influencer marketing space. When we first started doing this, it was on message boards and early blogs, and even on MySpace, of all things. And people were really focused on long form text content at that time. And what has changed is the advent of the iPhone and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And now people are really focused on high quality, snackable video content, primarily vertical content in nature.
Yeah, I mean, that short form content really is blowing up, and we continue to see ads and brands kind of go in that way. So let's talk about the brand's most effective use of the influencers and how are you kind of enabling this?
I think that there's really two ways that brands are using influencers. One is for the people that have big reaches, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers. They're spending a lot of money investing in those campaigns, and the influencers themselves are making thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a single post to their social media feeds. And then one of the things that we've seen more recently is brands really starting to invest more heavily in UGC. So they are looking for content that's created by more, either nano influencers or just their end customers, and getting that type of content promoted and distributed through either their own social handles or doing paid promotion on the social channels.
And that second part is so important because sometimes people believe that, hey, if I don't have X amount of followers, no matter how good I am, I cannot get brand deals. I cannot get sponsorships. I cannot do this for a living. But that's just not true, because if you create quality things, brands can go ahead and use that and amplify it on their own message by the content that you've created. Let's talk about Form AI. Who is it for?
Oh my gosh, I love Form AI, so I get really excited when we talk about it. Form AI is a suite of AI tools that combines technologies from Stable Diffusion, OpenAI, and kind of brings them all into one platform. So we have the ability to create really high quality photo images, text images, create videos of talking portraits, and also you can use ChatGPT right inside of the system as well. So it's really cool. It's focused on both brands and creators. It's super low cost, but it's designed for more of those power users. So if you think about going into ChatGPT normally and asking it for an image, you might get one or two images back. In our system, you can go and you can create 96 images in one shot, and it's really fast.
Now, how does that differentiate from IZEA Flex?
So Flex is really geared toward our enterprise marketers. So those brands that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in their influencer marketing initiatives. It provides a platform for them to manage all of their creators, manage talent agents, manage payments to creators, contracting. There's a content repository, and it connects directly into Shopify. So it allows them to actually close the purchase loop. When an influencer is promoting a product, they can actually see who bought the product on the other side, what product they actually bought, and then see their ROI for each individual influencer in their content.
So you've got a lot of cool things that are currently going on. I like the flex video aspect of it, especially with what we talked about in terms of video and the fact that enterprises are able to utilize it as well to benefit their own bottom line. Let's talk about money. You reported a slight decrease in revenue and an increase in operating costs for Q1 this year versus what you had reported in Q1 of 2023. What happened to kind of lead to this?
I think we're talking about Q4. So it was actually a slight increase. Yeah. A 1% increase in revenue, and then also an increase in expenses. Last year, if you go and you read our earnings, or you listen to our earnings calls, you read the transcripts, you'll know that we parted ways with a very large customer last year. So it was a big transitionary year for us. We had a lot of costs with those transitions, and also we were making investments and expanding into new markets. So we expanded into South Korea last year. Prior to that, we made investments in China and the UK. So we are very much so in a growth mode right now. We are investing in that growth, both on our managed services side of our organization, as well as in technology.
Now, do you expect this trend to continue?
We expect this year we're going to see increased bookings. It's going to take some time for that revenue to catch up to the bookings. But if you look at the numbers that we just reported for our Q1 bookings, they were up 53% year over year to 9.3 million. So we're back on a good bookings growth trajectory. We expect that to continue. We are trying to grow this company. And so when you listen to our last earnings call, I laid out a vision to get to $75 million in annualized revenue over the next 3 years, and we're pretty confident that we're going to get there.
And I'm pretty confident, as I'm sure you are as well, the creator economy is just kind of the beginning, right? We were used to in this space, and this is my opinion, that you had actors and actresses that were on movies and screens and ads, but now you have creators that are there. I know plenty of them that now work with the NBA. There was a meme that was going about a TikTok creator and how they were kind of gaslighting him and making fun of his content. The NFL picked it up and said, hey, you're popular. We're going to use you. So he got a bag from the NFL. So we're in this space, in my opinion, it's just the bottom of the first. But what is your take in terms of the future of influencing?
I think that it's still very early days. I mean, I've been at this for almost 17 years now, so it sounds crazy to even say that. But as these tools and the technologies continue to grow and more people get access to be able to create content, there's only going to be more of it. And our goal is really to democratize the sponsorship aspect of this space and give more opportunities to more people, those smaller creators who may not have the chance to go out and reach out to a brand directly or out to their agency. We provide a way for them to connect to those brands and agencies and get their first deals.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is a space that I'm sure you and I will be continuing conversations on, and I appreciate you coming on this morning.
Thank you.